At one point, Sam Raimi was going to direct Spider-Man 4, starring Tobey Maguire, but the project unfortunately fell apart during development. As a result, Sony pivoted to the reboot The Amazing Spider-Man, starring Andrew Garfield, and then shortly rebooted Spider-Man again after striking an unprecedented deal with Disney to bring the character to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with Tom Holland taking over the role. It seemed like Maguire's web-swinging days were behind him, but 14 years after Spider-Man 3, he donned his superhero costume once more in Spider-Man No Way Home. The enthusiastic response to that MCU film led to renewed discussions about the possibility of Maguire headlining a new Spider-Man movie. Now, one of his co-stars has weighed in. Speaking with The Supes Show, Kirsten Dunst shared her thoughts on returning for Spider-Man 4 and expressed hope such a film would tackle one angle in particular. That would be cool, right? I mean, I don't know if the fans are into it. I feel like that is an interesting movie, right? She said. Me and Tobey doing that again with kids. How Spider-Man Brand New Day could set up Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4. At first glance, Dunst's comments feel just like wishful thinking, but the MCU could provide a path to make this version of Spider-Man 4 a reality. Ever since Sadie Sink joined the Spider-Man Brand New Day cast, there's been plenty of speculation concerning who she could play. One of the more intriguing rumors states that Sink might portray Mayday Parker, who in Marvel Comics is the daughter of Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. An even more interesting component to the rumor is that Sink's Mayday would be the child of Maguire and MJ's versions of Peter and MJ. If that pans out, then the door could be open for Spider-Man 4. Throughout the multiverse saga, Marvel has made a habit out of casting recognizable actors as notable characters from the comics and then failing to follow up. See the number of MCU post-credit scenes that went nowhere. Sink as Mayday Parker could make fans recall unfavorable memories of forgotten faces like Charlize Theron's Clea or Harry Styles' Eros. However, it's reasonable to believe that there wouldn't be such an overt connection to the Raimi Spider-Man series in Brand New Day unless there were plans for a character as significant as Mayday moving forward. If fans met Peter and MJ's daughter and then the storyline was dropped after one film, it would be very frustrating. Arguably, much more so than never seeing Brett Goldstein's Hercules again. And given the shaky reception of many multiverse saga projects, Marvel would like to avoid a situation that would make fans upset. Bringing Mayday Parker, a character from an alternate reality, into the fold could potentially clash with Spider-Man Brand New Day's mission statement of telling a street-level story. But the film's main narrative could still be relatively smaller scale, even with a multiversal component. This is still a big-budget comic book blockbuster after all, and since Brand New Day is the last movie on the Marvel calendar before Avengers Doomsday, it could work in some multiverse elements to help lay the groundwork for the impending conflict with Dr. Doom. No Spider-Man actors are confirmed for Doomsday yet, but it's hard to envision Avengers Secret Wars being completely devoid of wall crawlers. Mayday's possible role in Brand New Day could set things up for her return in the multiverse saga's conclusion. Of course, Mayday is just one character Sink is rumored to play, but it's arguably the one that presents the most exciting opportunities. As Holland's Peter looks to pay homage to his older brothers, it would make for an entertaining scenario if he had a partner up with the daughter of one of his variants, providing a fresh dynamic for the MCU to explore. And if Sink's portrayal was well received, it would be easy money to bring her back for a Spider-Man 4 that saw Peter and MJ try to keep a handle on their superpowered daughter. There's no telling what the MCU could look like after Secret Wars resets things, so an overdue Spider-Man Legacy sequel could give Marvel a win as it plots out the next saga.